So, this story is a shocking real-life event. It all started in the late 1970s with a man named Joseph DeAngelo. Now, on the surface, Joseph looked like a normal guy. He was actually a police officer for a while. But beneath that uniform was a monster. You see, it's incredibly sad, but Joseph was a prolific rapist and a cold-blooded killer. He didn't just break into houses, he hunted people. For years, he terrorized California suburbs under the name the East Area Rapist. He was terrifyingly organized. He would stalk families for weeks, learning their schedules and even hiding their own house keys. Then, in the middle of the night, he'd appear in their bedrooms with a flashlight, blinding them before committing his horrific crimes. He committed over 50 rapes and 13 murders. And then, he just stopped. He disappeared into thin air for over 30 years. Fast forward to 2018. Everyone thought this guy was either dead or would never be caught. But then investigators got a wild idea. They took the old DNA from the crime scenes and uploaded it to a public ancestry website. They weren't looking for him. They were looking for his relatives. By building a massive family tree of distant cousins, the trail led them straight to a quiet house in a normal neighborhood. Detectives began a secret stakeout of Joseph DeAngelo's home. He was 72 years old now, just a grandfather living a quiet life. To get his DNA without him knowing, police waited until he put his trash can out on the curb. They grabbed a piece of discarded trash, rushed it to the lab, and the results were a 100% match. The Golden State Killer wasn't a ghost anymore. He was a man in handcuffs. In 2020, the world finally saw Joseph DeAngelo face his victims. Because there were so many survivors, they had to hold the trial in a giant ballroom. He sat there in a wheelchair, looking frail and old, but the survivors didn't care. They finally got to tell him how he ruined their lives. He was sentenced to life in prison with no hope of ever getting out. After 40 years of waiting, the nightmare was finally over.